Hello, good evening to all the Facebook followers as well as IG followers. Welcome to Body, Mind, Soul platform. And tonight is TGIF with Christina again. And we are going to talk about 3 steps to stay in happy vibes. A warm welcome to all of you again. This is Christina Teng. And yeah, it's a regular TGIF with Christina, 3 steps to stay in happy vibes. So let me just go straight to the point today, a little bit about, let me know also what is happy vibes to you, and is it truly that hard to stay in these vibes? Okay, so let me know where are you tuning from, and also say hi to me and share with me some of your love. I would love to hear from you. How was it last week? Last week we talked about 3 steps to break a negative loop, and therefore it inspired me to talk and share 3 steps to stay in happy vibes after last week. Before I proceed to more personal stories like how I did last week, as well as some little steps personally that I've taken, and share with you my stories as well. So TGIF with Christina, it's more of a platform for you and I to grow together. And also, we learn from each other. And it's a platform for me to also share, what I have experienced, things that I took some experiment with. And again, Body, Mind, Soul aims to impact life positively. We have started this as a magazine in 2014. And then of course, along the way, we have evolved and we are here to impact life positively. And also, earlier this year in April, we have taken a bold move where we created this Body, Mind, Soul community where everyone can join it for free, and you can enjoy all the magazine collections. You can read it online. All the digital copies are always available. Today, there's someone asked me, so how long is Body, Mind, Soul going to allow this Body, Mind, Soul community as a free membership? I said it's going to be lifetime. We are not intend to retract it at all. It's going to be free because why? We just aim to, impact more lives together. We aim to collectively, share the content which are contributed from all around the world. The writers actually wrote in and they contribute their pieces of their stories. One of the unique point is really about we are a unique storyteller. All the articles are individual stories, real people, real stories that written down and then edited by our in-house editor. Okay, so let us go straight into this 3 steps to stay in happy vibes. So when I really talk and think about today's topic, right, it makes me ponder. First thing is, what is happy vibes to me? As much as what is happy vibes to you, I would also want to understand what is happy vibes to me as well. And I ask myself this question: is it that hard to stay in happy vibes? It seems quite hard for me though. Recently, especially with all the news that is flying around here and there. And then I start to question myself, truly, is that very hard to stay in that vibes? And I believe, the first thing is to kind of give a description of what happy vibes is for you. For me, it's as simple as a smile on my face, or someone crack a joke, or I saw something funny, or I had a great food, or enjoying my mom's meal, my mom's home cooked meal. All these things, it seems so normal. It seems so usual. It seems so like, what we call it, taking it for granted. It seems like that, but it's actually not. Because when I take all these things into account and really, really feel it, really, really digest it, and really taste all these moments become happy vibes to me. And these happy vibes is contagious. When I'm in this happy mood, when I talk to my family members, it actually helped them, even though they feel stressful or what, but just because I'm happy, I'm smiling, it kind of like ease out the tension a little bit, So I hope you are following me so far. And if you are here, let me know what is happy vibes to you, and is it truly that hard to stay in these happy vibes. Yeah. So for me, I must admit, there are times it's quite difficult. So I practice this following 3 steps in order to help me to maintain and be in this happy vibes. Okay. So what is the first vibes? I find this healthy routine is very, very important. Why I say that? Because I have experimented myself. So when we talk about happy routine, right, it can be anything, It can be as simple as you eat at certain time and you make sure you fix that at that time. You can also label it as a being disciplined, but I feel sometimes when we use the word discipline, somehow there's a resistance inside us, at least for me. when, when I want to be disciplined, the first thing is, "Oh, I don't think I can do it. So that is why I change it into healthy routine. So I realized one thing that impact my life drastically when I practice it and when I'm not practicing it. So what is that? The first thing is waking up at the same time every day. So there was 1 month that I tried and I succeeded. Every day I got up at 7:30, whether it's a work day or it's weekend. I will get up at 7:30. I'll freshen up myself, and then I will go into a systematic routine that I set for myself. Whereas I will take like 10 to 15 minutes to meditate. Okay. So then after that, I will do the rest, like maybe hanging out with my parents, especially now, we are confined at home, right? So these are the things that I do. So I think that was in June. I was very, very dedicated to this healthy routine that I set for myself. And I realized, what happened in June was when I reflect back, somehow there is this consistency and there is this positive vibes that somehow carry in me when I got up at the same time. Okay, versus in July, I try out to have irregular getting up time, okay, irregular waking up time, where sometimes I get up at 8 or sometimes I get up at 8:30, and then instead of doing my meditation, I will lie in my bed, and then until the time is up that I really need to get to work, that's where I'll freshen up myself. And I realized, you know what? It really not serving me. I tried out 1 month and 1 month. I realized in July that it's very hard for me to get into a momentum, and this makes sense. You see, when we watch a lot of empowering or motivational speeches by entrepreneur, famous entrepreneur, or even Tony Robbins himself, he says that you have to set a goal and you have to have a routine. So I tried it out and I was like trying to experiment. Sometimes I myself, I must admit, I must experience it myself. Only then I'll know whether this is working or it's not working. So I experimented myself and I realized I need to have a healthy routine. So what is the healthy routine for you? Perhaps you need to set a healthy routine for yourself. So for me, is getting up at a certain time and then start my day with meditation so that I kind of like calm myself and set the tone for the day. So every day I will set like, okay, today I wish to be happy. Or today I wish to be at peace, or today I wish to have more fun, or today I wish to be a little bit wild. So everyone that will talk to me, I'll give them wild ideas, out of the box, something that people think I'm crazy, So this is my healthy routine. How about yours? The second one is very simple. It's called reconnect. Okay, so what is reconnect? Yeah. So a lot of people talk about reconnections. Actually, it's very simple. All of us have had experienced happiness in our life before, right or no? No matter how miserable our life may have seemed right now, we can't take away the fact that we had experienced happiness along the journey until today. So reconnect, it means that, connect back yourself to the events that spark a smile on you or spark that happiness in you that perhaps you don't really remember, but when we try to think or feel it or recall the memory, sometimes it is as simple as looking at photos that you had recorded down. You know, like recently there is this campaign going on. A lot of people are sharing their traveling images. Some they are sharing it out of missing. Some I realize my friends are sharing the happy stories that happen in that particular images, right? You always have a choice to reconnect back to that moment that you had. As I'm speaking today, right now, the easiest happy moment that I just had this afternoon was I received a text from a soul brother that just sent me I, one message, miss, one message, you, one message, sister, one message. And it just put a smile on my face and I was really laughing it out. I feel so happy because someone just expressed this to me. And it's as simple as that. So you just need to reconnect back to the moment that makes you feel great, that makes you feel joyful, that put a smile on your face. It can be as simple as, okay lah, Christina always relates it with food. Eating a good cake, having a great cup of coffee, listening to the raindrops on your rooftop. Yeah, yesterday, Klang Valley early morning has a heavy pour. I really, really enjoyed the rain, and I was allowing myself to immerse myself into that nature sound, that orchestra, things like that. So reconnect back, recall that memory that you have and just stay in the memory for a while if you are having tough time to connect happiness to you at this point of time. And why I say this, because I will share with you a story later as well. Okay, so let us go to the step 3. So fast, yeah, today. Step 3. This is very unusual that I come up with something like that. 3 times 10 guideline. Guess what it is? Guess what it is? If you're watching this later during the after the live, do type it in while I'm talking. Guess what it is? 3 times 10 guideline, and I find it works really well for me, and it really helped me throughout the day, especially in the day, right? We have the up and down. We have the up and down. We might not be able to consistently stay in the happy vibes, right? So how can we break the negative loop, which I shared last week? You can use that steps, and then at the same time use whatever that I'm sharing here. 300 guidelines. Hello, how you can get 300? I don't understand. Okay, 30. Okay lah, I give chance to you. Okay, I thought my maths failed. Someone maths failed more than me tonight. I was wondering, just now when I saw the message pop in 300 guidelines, I was like, did I just counted it wrongly? No matter how I count, it's 30 only. How can I get 300? Okay, then the second message came in 30. Okay, very good. My maths didn't fail. Yeah. So 3 times 10 is 3 times in a day for 10 minutes. 3 times in a day for 10 minutes guideline. Help me to stay in happy vibes. Yeah, thank you very much. 3 times in a day for 10 minutes. So 10 minutes in a day. What can you do in that 10 minutes? It can be just exercise. It can be take a walk around the park if you can, and if if you are available and if you can do that. Or for me, my favorite 10 minutes in the afternoon. Okay, my favorite 10 minutes in the morning first. Yeah, so it's 3 times 10 minutes, right? So my favorite 10 minutes in the morning is my morning meditation without music. My morning meditation without music. Keep smiling for 10 minutes. That's what I do during live talk. I smile for 30 minutes. It's more than it's your 30 already. Okay, so go back to my story. My morning 10 minutes is I give myself the time to meditate and meditate without music, kind of like calm myself down, like what I say, your healthy routine. So I combine healthy routine with this 3 guideline. Okay, so what I do is I will meditate without the music, and then I'll just calm myself and I set the tone for the day. So that's my morning 10. Okay. So my afternoon 10 is my favorite. My afternoon 10 is I will go out to my car porch or my little garden at my house, and I'll just stand there under the sun for about 10 minutes, or I just walk around the greenery for 10 minutes without my phone. Okay, without any distraction. It's just me and the sun, which is me and the nature. Okay, so that is my favorite afternoon 10. My evening 10, which is usually happen around uh, 6:30 to 7. So that's where I practice my 310 again. It's either I will do some movement for 20 minutes, so that's more than 10, up to you, yeah, but at least you give yourself, start with the 10 minutes first. Or I will just sit on the bench without my phone again and just look at the sky. It might sound boring. It might sound what do you call that, boring. It might sound like, what are you doing staring at the nature for not doing anything? Because you see, every day there are so many information that float in to us. We are receiving so many different information. Some are work related, some are personal, some are great news, some are not so good news, you see. So this 310 guideline will give us that time to reflect back or to have a pause from everything and reset. So it's very important during the 10 minutes for us to decide again, reset, where you want to go, or what kind of vibes you want to stay again. So for me, when I am looking at the nature, when I am admiring the formations of clouds, it puts a smile to me and I will feel happy. And when I feel happy, it helps me to maintain and remain in these happy vibes. Same goes for afternoon, you see. If I am under the sun, I feel the warmth, I feel that strength, I feel that happy vibes coming out from the sun. You see, all of us require sun, right? Plants needed sun to go through the photosynthesis. Oh my God, I can say photosynthesis. It's been such a long time I didn't use that word. Okay, photosynthesis, okay? I feel my science and maths in the past. So I'm very proud of myself. So this is also another happy moment. I don't care whether you're happy or not, but at least I'm happy. Okay, so yeah, so we need sun. So that's one of the ways. So if you ask me how 310 can help us to stay in a happy vibes, it helps us to break from the norm, whatever that you're going through at that point of time or on in that day, and it helps you to reset yourself. What is it that you want to choose to continue? Whether you want to, it also gives us a time or a pause moment to catch ourselves. Sometimes when we are just doing without noticing, we maybe fall into a trap. I would say a trap, like an emotional trap that we don't even know. Like when you are, for me, very simple. If I'm facing something rather challenging, my face will become more and more grumpy that I'm not aware of. So this 310 helped me to break that grumpiness, to break that heaviness that I feel. So let me know how that worked for you. If you are practicing it, this 310, yeah. So we actually I've shared the healthy routine, meaning for me, it makes a huge difference if I wake up at the same time every day. and start my day with a meditation. That helped me to set the tone. If I don't do that, the difference is I realize the entire day will become very draggy, like don't know what am I doing, feeling neither here nor there, and it won't help me. It won't help me to do whatever that I need to do. It feels like you are aimless. So that's for me. Yeah. And when I'm aimless, will you be in the happy vibe? If you ask me, no, I'm not. I will not be able to crack jokes most of the time. I won't be able to even laugh in this live talk. Yeah. So that's one thing. Second thing is reconnect. Reconnect back to the moment. You see, I like the phrase where a lot of the practitioners in Golden Space actually mentioned. Uh, it's very easy, for us to connect ourselves with all the negative moments that we wish. You know, if we are, one of the a few of the practitioners from the Golden Space, they mentioned, if I ask you to just feel any not happy moment or any negative feelings, are you easy to relate? Then everyone said, yeah, yeah, yeah. So we are professional in that. But if I ask you to reconnect with your happy moments, do you take a longer time? Then we were like, yeah, that's true. It takes us a longer time, right? So in the end, it is a practice. Whether I want to practice to connect with more happy vibes, and also, and make it a habit, so that every time, at times like this, uh, how happy vibes can help us, how reconnect back to the happy vibes can help us, is give us positive. It gives us a positive momentum. It gives us a hope. It inspire hope to us. It inspire that there are things that we can look forward to in life. And that is what happiness is to me. When I reconnect back with my happy vibes, it allows me to go crazy. That's one thing. It reminds me of how creative I can be, how out of the box I can be, how impactful it can be for me. When you are in these happy vibes, no matter how tough the situation is, you will still be able to find a way to resolve. You will, for me, I will be able to go against everything and let's get it done. This is what happy vibes can do for us. And I feel to share all these things today, simply because we are all overwhelmed with a lot of different news, and all these happy vibes, can truly help us and guide us, not in just work. Sometimes we are on the camera having Zoom meeting with different people, losing that physical touch. It's also losing that happy vibes that we used to have when we hang out and yum cha, that kind of feeling. So when you yourself become that happy vibrator, it doesn't sound strong. Yeah, happy vibrator. So you're vibrating that happiness out, right? It will influence your work colleagues. It will influence your project. It will inject happiness into your project, and it feels good. It brings good vibes in a way to people around you. For me, it's very simple. If that day I set these happy vibes and I make sure I practice this 3 times 10 reconnect back, I realize when I talk to my family members, they are more calm and they take things lightly as well. Even though it's a serious topic, but we take it lightly. We can discuss it with more ease, we less tension, and we will focus more on solutions. We will focus more on discussion rather than trying to argue and win over the other side. This happens very commonly, especially now. We have to virtually monitor our colleagues and stuff like that. So this can help us. To me, reconnect back, it will help us to do this as well. Okay, so next thing is, I just want to go through it with it because we have more viewers right now. 3 times 10 guideline, meaning 3 times in a day, 10 minutes to do things that make you happy without mobile phone. Okay, so that you have your time alone. Whether for me is it involves looking out at the nature, admiring the nature, because when I look at the nature, look at the sky, listen to the raindrops, it helps me to put a smile on my face. And being in a happy vibes, when you receive not a very good news, the difference is you can take it better. Not bitter, better. You will be able, for me personally, a lot of things has been happening. Not a very good way, I would say. Of course, I also went down, but I remind myself, to stay happy. And when I stay in that mode, I realize I can digest the news better. I can eventually become the pillar for others to lean on, because I managed to digest the news. I managed to accept and acknowledge the news better and faster. And I see hope, you see. So if I am already feeling very overwhelmed with everything that is happening, very stressful, very tension, and another negative news that comes in or a bad news that comes in, I think it will collapse. I will collapse. Maybe I'll break down. But nothing wrong if you break down. Well, I need to stress this. Nothing wrong if you break down when you receive a bad news. I'm just giving another option. If we are staying in this vibe, it helps us to digest the bad news better. It helps us and align us back to what we need to do better. Yeah. So that's what I go through, and that's what I realize. And when we are in the happy vibes, good things come easier also. I do not know how to explain this. I'm not I wouldn't say everyone understand law of attraction, like when you're in a good mood, good things happen to you. But a lot of times we have that little doubt, true or not? True or not? To me, I experiment. Again, I experiment, like what I shared with you about the healthy routine. So I realized when I'm in this, like I said, June, I practice the healthy routine, things come easier. Okay? All right. So whatever I manifest, it comes easier. So a lot of times when we manifest things, there are certain expectations. We wanted it this way. But sometimes the universe didn't give it to you exactly like A. It might give it to you AA instead of A. But it is still the same thing that you need, right? So I think that will be a different story. But what I'm saying is when you're in the happy vibe, somehow good things can happen to you. Things that you wanted to manifest, like connections that I wanted to manifest, it comes easier. Yeah. And also we all learn in our science, like when we get angry, we kill a lot of good cells in our body. So when we stay in happy vibes, I believe, it will also help us. Like stress will make us fall sick, right? Happy will make us what? Increase our immune system, boost up ourselves into a better health, you see. Especially right now, there are so many cases. Cases are rising up, and I believe some of us, even in my Facebook friends, they kind of like start to be feeling fed up, So that's where I feel like, why not I just share something that helps me a lot. Especially recently, I've been receiving a lot of bad news myself personally, whether it's friends or family members, These have helped me to go through my day-to-day routine. Everyone, as much as like I shared on my personal Facebook, as much as we need informations to prevent and to understand COVID better, and to prevent or to avoid COVID into our life or into our family, I feel it is equally important to live. Sometimes we are so drawn into avoiding the disease or the pandemic, we unconsciously drop into fear. And we've forgotten to live our day. We've forgotten to live the moment. We've forgotten to feel the happiness around us. We've forgotten to express love to our family members or to our loved one. I feel it's as equally important to live. Have you lived your life happily today? Have you lived your life to your fullest today? Have you tasted that happiness? Have you tasted that breath underneath the sun? Have you experienced and feel it, the difference when you're in that vibe, when you're in that happy vibe? I dare you to try it out tomorrow when you go out to the sun and do your healthy routine and your 3x10 guideline. Feel the sun like you have never feel before, not with your head, but with your skin and with your breath. And share with me, next week, if you're watching it right now, share with me how that makes a difference in your life. Yes, because that really have helped me personally. Do I rate my happy vibes? Sometimes I do. Like I will start my day, I give it 10-10. 10 will be the perfect. Sometimes I'll start my day feeling 3 because maybe I woke up with a body ache, then I do my healthy routine and then I'll gauge myself. Okay, I think I've reached 7, but can I reach 10? Then maybe I'll go out to have a sun or I reconnect back with my happy moments. I reach 10. Then the second 10 minutes, I'll gauge myself again. Oh, maybe I drop it to like 8. Can I do something? Okay. In the mid of the day, very easy for me to do something. I eat, I'll feel happy. As simple as that. Okay. So maybe sometimes you just need to eat, right? And then the evening, I will also gauge myself. How is my 10? How is it going? So of course, not all the times I can hit the 10, but I feel as long as you're at 8 and 9, and keep that momentum on, because we need to be in this, we need to spread more as well. Jennifer, body ache means I'm alive. Exactly. But sometimes, we don't really feel that way. I like your definition. Body ache means I'm alive. So that can make you happy as well. Hey, I'm alive. I'm breathing. I can experience life again. So yeah, so I would say everyone, try out this again with me for a week. Healthy routine. I'm also going to do that again. Yeah. And I've been experimenting it for myself for a month. And today is finally the month have come. Tomorrow I'm going to set back my routine again. Reconnect with your happy moments and remember the 3x10 guideline. Okay, so this has helped me to maintain my happiness vibes, and I can't stress how much the benefits of being happy amidst of the chaos. People might think you're crazy. Hey, life is short. Why not? So I would say thank you everyone for joining me tonight. And tomorrow 3 p.m. we will be having Naima Mokhtar all the way from UK London. She will come live together with us to share with us care for yourself first through Nia dance technique. Okay, if you don't know what Nia dance technique is, she will demonstrate it tomorrow right in front here live together with all our audience. And I would love for you to share this live talk out tomorrow and bring more people to come in, because times like this, we really need to care for ourselves and be happy again and again. Okay, with that, I'll say thank you for everyone and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Friday and good night. Bye.